James Gunn addresses the claims that he was the one behind the decision to fire Henry Cavill and never bring the actor back to play the role of Superman. So as we recently learned, James Gunn was hired and started work on a Superman reboot script prior to the release of The Suicide Squad. So if you do the math, that was right at the end of the whole pandemic era in 2001. And people accuse him of joining DC and then firing Henry Cavill and rebooting the DCU, or rebooting with the DCU from the DCEU when he came on board. James Gunn recently addressed this, saying this doesn't make any sense. I started work on my film and it being a standalone thing prior to Henry Cavill ever even returning to do his Black Adam cameo. So the timeline of events doesn't make sense, the claims don't make sense, and if you just sit down and logistically think about it and look at it, none of it makes sense, because we know that from 2017 to 2021, DC and WB met with tons of directors, including meeting with Henry Cavill and the director of Mission Impossible to also pitch Man of Steel 2, which they turned down because they didn't want Henry Cavill back. The only reason he came back was because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and his 7 Buck Productions have the same, or had the same, manager that was managing Henry Cavill and The Rock, and they convinced WB that this was the best choice because Black Adam was going to be a big billion-dollar series revival of the DCEU and sort of like a fresh breath, right? That's needed some injection into this dying corpse. Well, no, it didn't turn out to be that, and they saw the writing on the wall and the buzz, and the reason they announced that the reboot was happening was they realized that, hey, Black Adam bombs, which by all accounts and all projections it's going to, and apparently according to all the early test screenings it's absolutely abysmal, which it is. Well, do we want to keep committing to this and keep paying Henry Cavill $20 million a film? No. So they decided to just lean back on what James Gunn was doing and say, this starts a new universe. And here we are now.